Hey everybody, it's Sheila Davis with Leapfrog VA Network Philippines, and I am here today with one of my favorite Philippine VAs, Mr. Franz Valdivia. How are you doing today, Franz?
Hi, I'm doing good, Sheila. Thanks for having me here. How are you?
Good, good, thanks. I'm super excited. You were probably one of the top first five VAs that I met over in the Philippines. I think Rosh and I introduced each other, or each introduced us to each other, and we've had some nice chats. And I know that you are an amazing VA with some amazing skills. So I'm super excited to have you on the network as part of the member, or excuse me, as part of the network, Philippine network. And so I'm excited to chat with you. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and about your amazing business, the Out of Office Project?
Okay, well, I have been in the outsourcing industry for over 6 years, and I have been into different roles such as technical support representative, taking in calls and dealing with clients' phone and internet issues. I've also been a subject matter expert in that field, and I was training new hires who are going into production. I was also assigned as a hiring manager to do interviews and make recommendations for new incoming staff, and a project manager for one of US's major telco companies. And we've been dealing, it's a business to business division, so we deal with their business clients. And lastly, I was also a operations supervisor, and I handled three teams of 20 people from different line groups. So that's my professional background.
Excellent. Well, that's fantastic. You know, a lot of small businesses need a project manager like yourself to be able to maybe even manage a virtual assistant team or help manage their team. I know I need to hire a project manager, so I might have to talk to you about this after. So those are that. I mean, that's a fantastic background. And one of the questions that a lot of clients ask me is, will my Filipino VA be able to will I be able to understand them? Will they be able to understand me? Is their written English really good? And, you know, all the Filipino VAs I've talked to have, I mean, I can't even tell you have an accent, but, you know, most of them hardly even have an accent. And I know Rosh's and your written English is probably better than mine. So there you go. You've got a fantastic project manager here who is very proficient in English and at what he does. So that's awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the services and packages that you offer in your company?
Okay, well, what I do usually is I work on general administrative tasks, but I also do project management, and also I have taken training on social media, and I have a few clients that are talking to me about social media, and I've taken care of their social media accounts. Also, I'm into design. I'm still learning, but I've been doing some sideline jobs for several clients, and maybe other aspiring VAs that want me to create logos for them or edit some videos. So there, administrative, social media, project management, and a bit of design.
That's awesome. That's really awesome skills. So why don't you tell us what attracted you to switching from working with these U.S. companies and to having your own company?
Well, it was working at home, the concept of working at home, and uh, to get back more time and mobility that attracted me to starting the business. Uh, I was a supervisor. The pay was good and the job was swell, but I started a family a couple of years ago, and uh, I work nights, so you can just imagine how that is. Leaving the house at night and then going to the office and then coming back in the morning and seeing your son wanting to play with you and you wanting to sleep. So that didn't work well for me. So when my second child was born, I decided I quit my job, and then we moved out. We moved from a different location, and where the cost is lower than the city, and I just stumbled upon virtual assistants and decided that I want to do this, and I did my research, took in some training, talked to a few people, and hired a mentor to teach me the trade, and there After a couple of months preparing myself and doing my portfolio online, I signed up my first client. So there.
Awesome. Yeah, well, I know that you have really amazing skills, and I'm not going to have any trouble finding you clients. I really don't think. So, excellent. Why don't you tell us who your ideal client is? So, what type of clients do you like to work for? Is there a certain industry or a certain type of person that you like to work for?
Well, I personally prefer to work with small business owners and who are growing their businesses, still growing their businesses. It's I think what I can help the most with. So small business owners who are still trying to get their businesses up, and uh, particularly for aspiring franchisors. I'm currently working for a franchise expert, and I know some of the ins and outs. But what I can do mainly for the aspiring franchisors is to help them create the systems that they will be handling out to their potential franchisees. So I can make the system seamless and just hand it over, and the franchise will work. So that's what I would like to contribute to the community.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Like I said, we're going to have to talk after. This is crazy. So, having a project manager would just be amazing for any small business, especially when your business is small and when you're on that wall or that brink just before you become very successful, or you make that transition from being a small business to a medium-sized business. If you don't have a project manager already ready there for you and creating those processes, then everything becomes very clunky, and it isn't a smooth transition, and you may lose customers if you don't have those systems and processes in place. And that's actually where I am right now with my business, and so I know what that's like. And so hiring a project manager would be really smart for any small business out there right now who's getting ready to take that turnover to being a middle-sized business, to make sure they get those processes in place.
That's
So,
right.
what do you think are the, small businesses are always looking for the next trend that they need to do to help grow their business. What do you think is the most important trend that small business owners should be taking advantage of at this time to help grow their businesses?
Well, for me, the most important trend is, of course, to hire a virtual assistant. Well, like me in the out of office project, what I guarantee my clients is that I double their productivity, I increase their savings, get back their time, and have them gain mobility while offering them world-class VA services. So I think that is the trend that every small business owner should be jumping on, and so that they can grow their business more faster and more efficiently.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. And I know that there's a lot of business out there who are going to want to get a hold of you. So what is the best way, besides looking at the links that I'm going to provide with this video and with the postings that I make, and heading on over to leapfrogvanetworkph.com, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you, Franz?
Well, they can send me an email anytime at Franz, Franz, as in zebra, at theoutofofficeproject.com, or visit me at my website, which is theoutofofficeproject.com, and click on the contact tab and fill in their details and their concerns, and I will be in touch with them within 24 to 48 hours.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out. And it's late at night there for you, and it's early. Well, it's afternoon for me, but it's like midnight for you. So I
Right.
appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today, and especially for being part of the network and being such a fantastic virtual assistant, project manager, whatever you want to call yourself. The Out of Office Project is a fantastic place to find Franz and get connected with a VA who's going to help you take your business to the next level. So thanks so much, Franz, for joining us, and you have a good evening.
Thanks, Sheila, and have a good afternoon too.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.